Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Muddy Boots, Louisiana. Almost exactly a year ago, you saw me put a video out where I was I was actually unboxing and putting together the Powerhorse log splitter. I forget the specs on this thing. It's a 3 horsepower, 15 amp, 120 volt, 8 ton log splitter. Can be used horizontally like I prefer. Can also be used vertically. You can stand it up on its base and its wheels, stand it up, and you can use it. Operate the handle, let it move back and forth. Go ahead and turn it on there for a second. Now, this thing is not lightning fast. It is, however, quiet because it's electric. My theory there was I wanted something stronger than a 3 ton. This is an 8 ton. My old one was a 3 ton. And as such, it was kind of loud. I think it was because of the design. It was a DR splitter, and I'll tell you what, I had that thing for 15 years, and I love every bit of it. That thing could eat. There's my outdoor cauldron. That's our fire pit for outside. As you can tell, it's October. There's Fred tied to the pole so he don't run away. Every year he tries to run away. There's a tiny little section of wood. I think that was 4 logs. 4 little oak logs that I cut out of an oak tree that I took down over there. The remnants of it are over there. And we're just getting started. Well, I promised I would do a review on this log splitter, and I did one. And it wasn't much. I didn't do a very long, in-depth one. I got it back out the other day, yesterday actually, and started using it. And I remembered how much I enjoyed using it because it's fairly lightweight. I picked it up out of my shop, put it on the ground, and I wheeled it over here. I will do some modifications on it in the future. I'm going to put bigger wheels on it, and I may put a bigger wedge head on it, something a little bit different. It just bolts right here on the end of the cylinder. Right here, as you can see. I want something with a better angle. I don't know. I'm going to look and see if they have anything. If they don't, I'll probably make my own. But that being said, I started cutting logs on this, splitting logs on this, and she is slow. She is definitely slow. But you know what? If you cut wood early enough in the season, it doesn't matter how slow it goes. It just gives you all the time in the world, because I picked up a bunch of logs. I put them on there. I split them, pulled them apart, stacked them up, and there wasn't a whole lot of energy spent doing so. If I were swinging an axe or something like that, it would be a whole lot more momentum that had to happen and a whole lot more energy used, and I just wasn't into feeling that. So I will do another video on this with it operational in the horizontal and the vertical configuration, and I will let y'all see that, and I will tell you more about how I feel and what I think about it. I had a little better view of it for the length of it, and this is your piston head in here, and it drives the ram all the way down, and it just splits wood. It's very simple. It's got an electric motor down there. It's got a hydraulic pump on it. Operates that ram. There's your controller box right there, and no, she's not super fast. She doesn't need to be super fast. I don't mind her not being super fast. As you can see, tiny little pile of wood. I want to say that was only 8 pieces from each round. And I think there was 3 or 4 rounds that I cut through in a matter of about 15-20 minutes. Wasn't anything big, wasn't anything special. Eventually I'll have that whole area right there that you see between the post and the house filled up with wood for the season. I've got some changes as far as firewood usage is going to be. We burn the wood in the house on the wood burning stove. There's the chimney up there. We just had it cleaned out not too long ago, so I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. And like I said, it's middle of October. Fred, he keeps trying to get away. We don't have to lock him up. He just won't stay put. I don't know why. Maybe we ask Fred. See what Fred says. Probably doesn't like me sticking my thumb in his finger or my thumb in his eyeball socket. You see, he's chained up. He can't run away. We'll probably get a little more decorative as we get closer to the holiday. But I had a little pile of wood. Took me about 20 minutes. Exerted almost no effort. Used pretty much one hand to do most of it, except for picking the logs up and put them on there. That is oak, and that is wet oak. We'll probably burn a little bit of that this year, but most of that's going to be for next year, as well as some of the other woods I'm going to have. And I've got a lot of trees that are down due to hurricane season, and as a result of that, I will cut them up and store them for next year. Like I said, it may get all put right here. It may get put there and then moved again. It all depends on what we got. I got a couple different ideas of what I want to use as a woodshed. So keep your eyes tuned, your ears peeled. Again, welcome back to Muddy Boots, South Louisiana. It's been a minute since we've done any projects on the video, and we've done any videos discussing our projects. As you can tell, the property's undergone a little bit of a transformation. And we'll continue to do so. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.